Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
This is Popeye. That is Amelia under there. We are the RC Sailors and welcome to our RC family. Popeye just wants to go run and play, so we'll let him do it. If she'll be quiet long enough to let us get through this video, we should have some fun. If she starts to cry, we'll edit that out and we'll have some fun anyway. Today we're looking at a $50 ready-to-fly drone that is kind of unique in a sense that this is the drone. Let's take a closer look at what comes in the box. We'll fly this and let you know if it's worth your hard-earned money or not. Yes, this is the drone, but it is missing some parts. This is a modular system, so you can see we have extra arms that just plug into the body. Now this comes in handy. Really, the best example of this I can think of is the Rise Fusion 250, I think was the name of it. It was a race drone. It is a race drone. Modular system. Now that's a drone that you fly, you crash, you break it, and you just unplug something with a couple screws, plug it back in, and you're flying again. And it's very handy because they have spare parts readily available. In this case, I'm not 100% sure if they do. So a modular system for a drone where you can't buy the spare parts is kind of weird. But they are labeled.
We had a toy grade drone before that's modular.
TheRcSaylors did a pretty good one.
We were able to find spare parts.
Yeah, TheRcSaylors.
I don't know about this one though.
Now this one, everything's labeled B2, B2, and you just plug it in, clicks into place, and then to unplug it, you just press and hold the little unlock button and pull that out. So that's how all four of the arms work. Very handy. Now the funny thing is about our setup is this is designed to hold a phone, but there is no camera on this one. I'm assuming they have a camera version and a non-camera version. But that does open up pretty big. It probably will hold her phone. No, it does not. So not even close.
Oh yeah.
Not even close. This is probably not going to be one of our highest recommended drones, but I still want to test it because what happens is a drone like this comes along around Christmas time. Grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever. Everyone's shopping at Christmas. No one's got a video on this or whatever, and so they click buy. $50 drone, modular, cool. And the reason we do these videos is even if we think they're going to be bad, it's going to be to save you guys some money. And you never know, sometimes they're just exceptionally awesome. We go into this thinking that it might not be so great. So it does come with its own battery. This is a single cell, 3.7 volt, 900 milliamp LiPo with a JST plug. Very common connector, so that's nice. We have a USB charge cable with a JST plug. Nice long cable. And just two spare props with a Phillips screwdriver. So ready to fly unit, about $50. We'll have it linked in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself. If this were about $30, being that it doesn't have a camera, I'd say it's probably going to be worth it. But $50, we should have some really good flight features at that price point, at least in the drone world today. So let's fly this, see how it performs. Popeye's obviously ready to chase this. It does have an auto start button. It's the bottom left button on the transmitter. So we start the motors. Well, it did the last time. I hit it twice there. Throttle up. And I'm facing opposite. I wasn't sure which way was the front since it doesn't have a camera or anything. I want to fly a little lower just so Popeye can have some fun. I'm fighting that wind pretty hard, so I want to see if I can have rates. There we go. The top right shoulder is our rates.
I like the way the legs.
I really do too. The shape of this drone is really cool. I really like that. It's very unique. Hopefully you can get that on the camera.
Oh, yeah. It looks cool.
Looks really cool.
I feel like we've never had one shaped like this.
No, and that's the wind actually pushing me back. So I need to say this, I think, with all the newcomers to our channel and people shopping for drones around Christmas time, if you're new to flying, don't fly in the wind. I don't care if you have a really awesome GPS and it's a rock solid stable drone. Every now and then those GPS units can fail and you're stuck flying a drone that you really didn't practice on, something like this, a toy grade drone. And if around Christmas time you guys get a cool $300, $400, $500 drone, I highly recommend you shop around, take some of that grandma Christmas money maybe, and buy a cool $30 to $50 drone to practice flying on, because if you can get good with a cheap drone and crash and bang it around, then after you have 20 flights on it, or maybe more, you can fly that expensive GPS drone and just be awesome at it. Oh, there's a flip. So that was weird. The top right shoulder button is apparently rates and flips. So let's see. If you just touch it, it's rates, but if you hold it, it's flips. Look out, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in the highest rate right now too.
Wow.
No, it wasn't. When I did that flip, it also put it in the lowest rate for me.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, it does have altitude hold. I forgot to mention that. All of this right now, I'm only using the right stick to fly. I'm not touching the left stick at all, so you guys can see how it performs. It's actually flying really well. So you can hear that loud grinding noise, right? Can you hear that? That is because this drone has brushed motors that are geared out. So instead of a direct drive, like a prop directly on the motor, you have these giant gears. You have little tiny gear on the motor shaft, and then you have bigger gears on the prop shaft. And if they get a little misaligned, they can sound loud and grindy like this. It's not always bad, but I just think $50 is too expensive for a drone like this. That's just my opinion. Modular arms on a toy grade drone means that there's 4 additional connections that could come loose, and if one comes loose, then you've lost the ability to fly your drone.
Maybe it would be worth $50 if you got 4 extra arms.
Yeah, if it came with 4 extra arms, absolutely, that'd be cool. But $50 for this, we've seen Wi-Fi FPV camera drones for $50. You know, really,
good quality, long flight times, and everything.
Yes, 18.
Like that shark one we did a month or so ago.
Folding arms, 18-minute flight time. Yeah, very, very different than what we have here. Now, you know, I don't want to sound too negative. I mean, this is flying really well. Really,
it's just a little overpriced.
It's overpriced, and I don't want you guys to waste your money. That's one of the main reasons we started this channel. Abby and I were shopping around for things at the beginning of our hobby together, our hobby lifetime, and we stumbled across some videos that were very misleading, bought some things, and they were not anything near what the videos made them out to be. So we said, you know what? We need to save some people some money, because that really, really stunk what they did to us. And we never want that to happen from a result of our videos. Yes, of course, sometimes you get a lemon. We'll say something is awesome, you know, 1,000 people will order it, and 10 of those people will say, man, Nate, this thing sucks. Well, you probably just got a broken one, and as long as you follow up and get your thing returned and get a new one, then it's probably going to be very similar to what we had in our video. I do really like how this looks. It's like thin, and it has this kind of like spider stance. It's really neat. And actually the lights on it are really bright. I can see the green and red lights on it, and we're out in the sun flying.
It's cool.
I don't like the location of the rate and flip button. The fact that they share the same button is awful. You can trim this up if you need to, but it's a pretty basic drone with altitude hold. Yeah. So I want to ask you guys, who in our subscribers, everyone watching, did you guys see the video where we did, and are still doing probably, I don't think we've announced the winners yet, a giveaway for the VTOL airplanes? If you haven't seen that, you definitely need to check it out. And in that same video where we are talking about the giveaway, we found out that Liftoff on Steam was totally free, and you can download RCS Fest maps thanks to Robert Goff, which is really cool of him to do that. And I can't believe that Liftoff is totally free for a couple days. Who watching downloaded and has been practicing flying race drones
at RCS Fest.
At RCS Fest, yeah.
That's so cool.
Would you guys have known about that if it wasn't for watching our videos? I'm just curious, because, you know, I mean,
we wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for Robert Goff, and then Robert loaded the maps on there, so it's really cool of him. Go subscribe, RP Goff.
Yeah, we'll link his channel in the description box below. I think he just broke 100 subscribers, which is really awesome. And what he does on his videos is he goes to different events and records his experience there. And I think it's a pretty accurate rendition of, you know, his experience, or what most people would do. Now, I mean, Robert Robert's been in the hobby for like just barely over a year, I think, and he just went in head over heels. I mean, he's into airplanes, race drones, trucks, micro FPV stuff.
He's been in more than a year.
No, he's new into it. Maybe getting close to 2 years.
2 years at least.
Still, he is. You know, some guys get into the hobby and they say, I just want to fly planes, and that's it. Robert has just soaked it all in, and I commend that. I respect that. I like the fact that he's trying other things. Very cool. I mean, it's okay if you try trucks and you say, they're boring, I don't want to drive a truck anymore. You sell your truck and buy an airplane. But if you've never tried it, you know, hard to say that.
Well, I did not expect this battery to last
the lights are
long.
blinking. The lights are blinking.
All
I'm just going to go ahead and land it. Well, it is a pretty good sized battery for a drone with
7 minutes.
Limited capabilities. Yeah. It's an okay drone. The modular system is cool. I love the way it looks. And that's about it. And it did fly well. It was okay. The reason I say probably to wait on buying this is because for the same amount of money, $50, you can buy a drone that has literally more than double the flight time. That's amazing. It has folding arms instead of modular arms. It has a camera that's actually decent. You can buy extra batteries for it. It was the shark drone that we did, and that's not the name of it. We'll have it carded at the top of this video. One of those cards will be that shark drone.
We'll try to put it on the end screen.
And we'll do the end screen too, because if you have $50 to spend on a drone, it should not be this one, it should be that one. And that's what our channel is all about. We like to test things and let you know some good and bad, but then also we do our best now to recommend something in a similar price point that just is better. I mean, why would you know, we've got 1,200 videos. Could you take the time and go search through all of them? Yes. Would we appreciate the views and the watching of the ads? Yes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So we're gonna save you some time and do us a favor. At least go watch the shark video, the shark drone video, if you missed that one, if you haven't seen it. And while you're there, maybe buy it. Christmas is coming up right around the corner. If you're looking for a good $50 drone to buy for somebody, that's a really good one. Plus it has a visual position hold, so it acts like a GPS. Very exceptional drone, same price point as this. Not a bad drone, but if it were about $30, we could say it'd be worth the buy. So be on the lookout for a sale. A lot of times when we do these videos, the company that has it for sale will see, okay, TheRcSaylors did a video, let's lower the price and try to get a few sales. So they might actually lower the price a little bit with this. Guys, Popeye's running off over there. I gotta go find him and catch him. He's having a good time at the airfield. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!